How do you multiply monomials with an exponent on the outside of the parentheses? So there are two rules that you're able to use when multiplying monomials in this lesson. The first one is power of a power. So that means, let's say that b to the third is raised to the fifth power. Our exponent rule tells us that if we multiply the 3 and 5, we can simplify it to make b to the 15th. So b to the third to the is 15, so our answer simplified is b to the 15th. Power of a product would be if we had a coefficient in front of b. So let's say we have 2 b squared to the third power. That would mean that 2 gets raised to the b gets raised to the 2 times 3. So 2 to the third power is 2 times 2 times 2, so 8. And b to the 2 times 3 is b to the 6th. So those are the two rules in this lesson. All right, first example, simplify the expression m squared p to the 5th all raised to the third power. So on every problem in this lesson, I'm going to look at my outside exponent. In this example, the outside exponent is 3. That means I'm going to write m squared p to the 5th 3 times. So m squared p to the 5th times m squared p to the 5th times m squared p to the 5th. All right. Then, since I'm multiplying all these monomials, I'm going to break each one down. So m squared is the same as m times m. P to the 5th is p times p times p times p times p. So I'm going to write that under each one because they're all the same. So now, to simplify and write my answer, I'm going to count how many m's I have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 m's and 5, 10, 15 p's. So m to the 6th, p to the 15th is my answer. All right, 2yz squared all raised to the third power. So I'm going to look at my outside exponent again, which is a 3. So I'm going to write 2yz squared 3 times. So 2yz squared, 2yz squared, 2yz squared. So then I'm going to break down each one. So I have a 2 and a y and 2 z's. I forgot to mention on the last problem, keep in mind the squared only goes with the z. So that's the only thing I'm writing twice when I expand. All right. Now I've got some whole numbers this time, so I'm going to start by multiplying. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. I'll count how many y's I have. 1, 2, 3. And I'll count how many z's I have. 2, 4, 6. So 8y to the third, z to the 6th is my answer. All right, negative 2y to the third, z to the 6th to the third power. So once again, our outside exponent is 3. So I'm going to write this 3 times. Negative 2y to the third. Oops, I forgot my z to the 6th. Let me erase. Negative 2y to the third, z to the 6th. Negative 2y to the third, z to the 6th. All right, now I'll expand. So negative 2, 3 y's, 6 z's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Negative 2, 3 y's, 6 z's. Alright, so I'll start by multiplying my coefficients. Negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. 3, 6, 9 z's. 6, 12, 18 z's. Oops, sorry. The ninth should have been y. So y to the ninth, z to the 6, 12, 18. Negative 8, y to the ninth, z to the 18th. Alright, now this one looks a little bit different. So this first problem right here, this one, the 2x squared does not have an outside exponent. So I'm just going to write that one time. The 3x to the third has an outside exponent of 3. So then I'm going to write that 3 times. So 3x to the third, 3x to the third, 3x to the third. So what I did is this got brought down to here, and this got brought down 3 times because of that outside exponent of 3. Now I can break all of this apart. So 2 and x squared, 3 and x cubed, 3 and x cubed, 3 and x cubed. Alright, so now I'm going to multiply. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 times 3 is 54. Alright, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 x's. 54x to the 11th. Alright, gets a little bit bigger in this one. So this one does not have an outside exponent, so I'm just going to write it again. Second one also doesn't have an outside exponent. This xy does have an outside exponent, so I'm going to write it twice. So then I'm going to expand this. So I have 4, 2 x's, and 3 y's. 3 x's, a y and a z, xy, xy. So this went to here, this went to here, and this got broken down twice. So that's where I got all my parentheses from. Now let's simplify. My only coefficient is that 4 right here, so I'll write a 4. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 x's. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 y's. And 1 z. So 4x to the 7th, y to the 6th, z. Summary.